Welcome to another episode of my vlog. You can probably tell from all the leaves on the ground and everything that we're at the back end of autumn. So this vlog will be focusing on my autumn fishing. As always as well, we've got an in-session piece. We're only here for the day. We're down at Moor Lakes in Wiltshire. And it's looking difficult, I won't lie. It's been freezing cold. It's not been doing many bites this lake, so it is up against us. We've got that short period of time as well, but we're gonna try our best, try and get one for the cameras, but if not, I've got some really, really cool adventures to tell you about and to look back on. Also, stay tuned to the very end because I wanna offer a very big prize at the end as a competition. So don't just switch off after 10 minutes, make sure you stay to the end and you'll be with a chance of winning a very, very cool prize. So let's get on with it. Let's try and find some carp, try and catch one. And yeah, hopefully we don't end the final episode of our vlog series on a blank. That would be very disappointing. So let's go. I've actually fished this lake before. It's Martin Bowler's Lake. It's a really cool exclusive booking venue. And I fished here similar sort of time last year. And when I was here last time, it was a case of firing a few bright ones out in the middle and then also along this bank where there's some snags, and it did do a couple of bites. Martin's also said that when it last did fish, it was a similar sort of situation. So that's the sort of plan I'm gonna go for. Like I said, we're here for just a day session. So there's not gonna be a case of moving around loads. So I wanna be in an area where I can cover lots of water and get a few rods in position. So that's the plan. I'm gonna crack on with that. Whilst I do that, let's look back to much, much sunnier times when at the start of autumn, I was going to the famous Lake Bled because my mum and dad, they wanted to go somewhere for their birthday with the family and they'd seen all of my pictures and videos when I've been to Bled and thought it'd make for a great family holiday. I encouraged them, obviously. I managed to nick some fishing rods from Gasper on the way and had the best time. So whilst I get the rods out, check out how I got on. Right, we are in Slovenia. I'm here on a family holiday, and of course, when you're in Slovenia, you've got to go fishing, and you've got to go fishing with no one other than Gasper. And Gasper is the Slovenian legend, really good friend of mine, really good friend in Team Nash, and he's kindly let me borrow some of his gear, and we're going to go fishing for a couple of days. So I'm going to bring you with me. It's pretty late at night, so I'll see you in the morning. We're going to get everything ready, and we're going to catch a few carp, aren't we?
I hope so, bro.
Come on. Now I've got a second, let me give you a bit more of a rundown than the rushed intro that I gave this piece yesterday evening. Like I said, I'm over in Slovenia on a family holiday. It's my parents' birthday, both their birthdays, and they've seen the videos and heard the stories that they've said about Lake Bled and how beautiful it is, and they wanted to come to Lake Bled. So yeah, brilliant. So me and my family, we come over here, and of course I was going to do some fishing as well. Gasper, he lives right near Lake Bled, he's a really good friend of mine, so I spoke to him and borrowed some of his gear, and we're going fishing for about 2 days in total. We're starting off on a small club lake that I've not fished before, club lake day ticket sort of set up. Lots and lots of carp. We got here late last night, as you saw very briefly. Got rods out and it just kicked off, but sadly with nothing very big. From the hours of about midnight until 8 AM this morning, we caught 11 or 12 carp, with the biggest being the one that Gasper had. Most of them were really small commons, so we've not slept much. It's been pretty full on. This is the first little break we've had now the sun's come up. But I'm told there are some big carp in here, so that's the plan, to fish here for a little bit and try and catch one of these big ones. Gasper has just gone to the shop to get some food. When he comes back, I'll do a little rundown with him of what the rest of the plan is, whether we're going to go to Lake Bled, whether we're going to stay here. We definitely are going to fish Lake Bled as well for a bit. Hopefully we can go this evening. If not, we'll go tomorrow morning. But that's the real intro now. Sorry for the sparse introduction earlier and clips that I filmed. It was just pretty manic. But from now on, hopefully I will get a bit more material to show you. Yep, come on, let's catch a few more fish. Let's catch a big one. That's the plan. But at the very least, what a beautiful little lake to be chilling out in. Okay, we've had some food, redone the rods. Gasper reckons we've got a good chance with a new tactic. We're going to keep baiting every half hour, a few boilies with the throwing stick, and then a few dot spots as well. So we've got a new plan to keep them feeding through the day, because it's definitely slowed down. I don't know whether it's the heat or what, but during the night it was a fish every hour. Now it's been a couple of hours since we've had one, so that's the plan. And then about 6-7 o'clock, Gasper, we go to Lake Bled.
6-7 o'clock we leave, yes.
To Lake Bled, best carp lake in the world. And then this is when I'll introduce you more to Gasper and why we call him the King of Bled.
We go to catch big one.
We're going to catch a big one, he says. And if Gasper says that, it's true. Well, it's a little bit bigger than what we have been catching, but still pretty small. But it's nice to break up the day and see the new tactics working. Gasper fired out a load of boilies with a throwing stick, and about 2 minutes later we got the bite. So hopefully a bigger one comes along. But it's hard work. Well, I think we're going to change plan and go to Lake Bled now, because it's too hot here. We're not getting any bites, not for anything big anyway. So it makes more sense to go have a swim at Lake Bled, fish the evening. We can fish the evening, Gasper's got tickets, and then fish tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm excited, because Lake Bled, for me, is the best carp lake in the world, and I've got the best person to be fishing it with. Gasper knows everything there is to know about Lake Bled, so we're in a really good position to catch a few nice carp. So I'm going to pack up now and head over to Lake Bled. It's about half an hour, 45 minutes to drive away. Go for a swim, get some rods out for the evening, which is always the best period. Oh, I can't wait, I'm very, very excited. Let's get out of here. Too many small carp, and go catch some big ones. Big ones, Gasper, yeah? Lake Bled.
Oh, go.
Let's do it. There we go, a bit bigger than I actually thought. I'd probably say it's just over 20 pounds, biggest one of the day, so nice way to leave. Hopefully it's a good omen for Lake Bled. Even though we've caught this one now, I still think it's the best thing is to go to Lake Bled, because it has been so quiet all day, and just so many little ones. It's really really difficult trying to wade through them. So we'll slip him back and head off to the best carp lake in the world. Honestly, there's something about this place that just gets you excited. Like I said, even though I've been here before, fished here before, caught some big carp from here before, I'm still super excited. Just getting the rods sorted and then wrapping them up to the spots. And they're going out and they're going to catch a big one. Hopefully it's as simple as that. This is the perfect time to be fishing here. With it being days only, you can fish a couple of hours into the night till about 11 o'clock, so as soon as it gets dark the fish start to think it's safe, and that's the time to be fishing. So we've timed it perfectly. We're on a spot where Gasper's been catching well from. He had a 30 kilo, so 66 pounder the other day. So everything's pointing in the direction of a big one, a bled carp. Oh, I'd be so excited if we catch one. Alright, let's finish getting the rods ready, get them out, catch a fish.
Now we go to order some good food. Before when carps come on, we must something quality to eat.
Some energy.
We need power.
And now's a good time, yeah?
Now they're coming the best time. Rods, it's perfect. So I think 1 hour, 1.5 hours we must have bite now.
Come on, I like this confidence. Waiting for the burgers to arrive and the carp to arrive. Not catfish, please.
Bro, they happen, huh? What I told, which rod go first?
He did say.
Henry, what happened?
Got a little bite, didn't we? Been proper dark now for maybe 10 minutes. Nice slow take. We just hope it's not a catfish.
We will see.
We'll see.
They come another one.
Yes!
It's carp.
I don't want to say anything until I see it.
It is
Yes,
carp.
Carp. It's a f***ing carp. Come on. It's a nice carp as well.
Ooh, machina, bro! I told you, look.
It's a nice carp too. Nice big comment. Oh yeah! Nice big comment. Get him in there. Yeah! Yes! Give me that. Yeah, he's 20 kilos, isn't he?
Yes, it is.
All day long. All day fucking long. Yes! Oh, come on. Gasper's tying up a new rig, ready to get it straight back out. When they show up here, it's pretty condensed feeding spell, so you want to be fishing again instantly. So before we deal with the fish, Gasper's going to get the rod back out. I'm going to get him out to show you. Yeah. Right, here we go. A bled beast. 40 something pound, just what we wanted, made the trip. Thank you Gasper for having me. Thank you Lake Bled for always being so accommodating to anglers. That's another bite I think.
Okay.
That's another bite.
Put him back, bro. Yeah. I think it's nice one.
You think it's a nice one?
Yeah.
Gutted. Both lost on me and Gasper. To be honest, I think we were playing him a little bit too hard, got a bit excited, but just goes to show you with this place, it can give you so much and then take so much away so quickly, but I'm still buzzing with that £40 common. That's all I wanted, a £40 plus fish from this trip. Got it, job done. We've still got tomorrow. We've got about 20-30 minutes left till 11 o'clock. We've got reel in, so still every chance. There's fish out there, getting a few liners. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm happy as anything. So anything else on top of what we've already had is a bonus for me. Catfish.
Or no?
I think that's a catfish.
No.
Okay, that's the end of the first night. God, I'm tired, but that was so good. I wasn't expecting to catch anything, let alone a low 40. So yeah, very happy. Gonna get some sleep now, go back to the hotel, that's where I'm walking now, sleep a little bit and then come back down, meet Gasper tomorrow. I'm going to fish again for most of the day, so yeah, absolutely buzzing. Shame we lost a couple, shame we had a few catfish, but at least we had one big one, so I'm very happy, but I'm very tired. Let's go get some sleep. Day 2, final day, fishing in Lake Bled. Let's go and do it. Let's see what Gasper's doing. I wonder if he's up yet, getting rods ready, or if he's still asleep, because if he was me, I'd definitely still be asleep, because I'm tired. And if I was down on the bed chair by the lake, I'd just be waiting for me to show up and using that as my alarm clock and getting every minute I can. When that alarm went off this morning, I didn't want to wake up, I won't lie. But it didn't take long for me to, I was laying there thinking about what I could catch in the next hour, 2 hours, to force myself up and get my way down. Here we are, so yeah, I'll be with Gasper in a minute, we'll get the rods out, just before first light, hopefully catch them straight away. The amount of times that people have caught one within 5 minutes of getting the rods out, because it's the best time. The mornings and the evenings are the best time by a mile. So yeah, could catch one very, very quickly. Right, we're back in the spot. Gasper has already got a rod out and had one straight away, so they're definitely here. Just need to get moving, get them out, and then hopefully catch one pretty soon. Just like Gasper's done, he says it's 20 kilos, so 44 pounds minimum. Yeah, Lake Bled, crazy place. I've seen this before. 5 AM, he's blasting music from his boat. There he is, superstar. That's jokes. Here we go, found the spot. Abandoned building, Bled castle at the top, and Gasper with a big carp. Ooh la la! Look at this. Nice work, Gasper.
Good morning.
Do you recognise it when you've had it before?
I think I must look the picture, but I think it's a very old fish.
Oh, nice one. Nice work. Now pictures, yeah?
Oh. This side, yes, this side.
Yeah.
Go back.
Machina. Nice work, Gasper.
Thank you, bro.
Just gone for a little coffee run because sadly it didn't seem like we had that early morning action we thought we were going to have. It's getting on a little bit, starting to get to about 10, 11 o'clock, and we've not had any fish. I don't think they're actually in this area as much as they were last night. They've moved out, but Gasper reckons they'll come back. Gasper?
They must.
They'll come back, they must, he says. So
Normally they will come.
okay, perfect. So maybe we won't catch one in the day, but I'm adamant that in the evening we'll catch a few more bites. So just sitting and waiting really. I think I'll go back to the hotel at some point and have a shower because it's been a few days now. So during the time when we definitely think we're going to get a bite, I'll go back and then come back in the evening and prepare for the nighttime carnage, which I'm sure is going to happen. So we might catch one before then, but I'm not holding that much hope. Just waiting for the evening. Okay, showered, slept, feel refreshed, ready to go. The plan now is to go down, meet Gasper. We'll probably redo the rods around 5-ish, just so everything is perfect ready for this evening. Bit of action that I'm hoping is going to happen. Every reason why it should happen. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to catch a few more carp here, so I'm very excited. It'd be interesting to see if Gasper caught anything in the day. I don't think he would have. I've not heard from him, but I know he was tired as well, so he was sleeping on the bed chair. So he might have just caught one, put it in the sack, and left it for me to get back. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If he caught one, it was a bonus because the action is going to start in the next sort of 4 or 5 hours. So excited! Come on! Does it get carpier than this? Rain's just coming a little bit, drizzling. So it looks perfect. It looks so perfect. The only issue is, I don't know where Gasper's gone. He was up there at some point. I reckon he's gone to the van to put some stuff away, but I've just got back and I can't see him anywhere. So he'll be back in a second. We'll come up with a plan for the evening, whether we leave them, whether we put some more bait out. I don't know. He's the boss. We basically just do what Gasper says at this place. He said something to me earlier that made me laugh. He said, people come over and they try and guess something different to do to what I say, and he says, I've been fishing here for 20 years, I've caught everything. He says if there's anything to do different, I've thought of it. The best way to fish is the way I fish. So I can't really argue with that. So I won't lie, there's not much angling skill on my part. I'm just doing exactly what Gasper said, tying rigs he suggests, putting it on spots he suggests, but got to use this local knowledge sometime. And I'm definitely using it now, but we'll see what happens with him coming back, what the plan is. We might bust off any second. Like I said, conditions look perfect. The deadly rig, yeah? Euro system.
European system for big ones.
Fluorocarbon D rig, big hook baits. And how many big carp has this caught you in Bled?
Oh, many of them. I think thousands of thousands.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'd like to hear. So, everyone knows I love a
now I show
slip
you something.
Ronnie.
Look, this is for sheet for today, the bird sheet, and we catch 30 kilo fish like 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago, a bird pooed on Gasper's pillow, and he said to his friend, "I will catch a 30 kilo because of it," which is 66 pounds. 2 hours later, he caught a 30 kilo. Today, the bird's done the same thing. So today,
catch another one.
I like it. It's a good sign. Yeah, with the rigs, normally I fish a slip Ronnie. I really like that rig. A lot of people know that, but I just copy Gasper. Like I said, what Gasper says goes on Bled. You copy him. The only thing I'm different is I use a different hook. Right, let's get these ready, get them out. Come on the carp. This is the bait that's going over as well, so hopefully the carp come along and see this. There we go. And then
2 hands near the edge.
2 hands.
Near the edge, 5 meters, we can.
Yeah, come on. 30 kilo.
30 kilo of what?
So exciting. Every one you hook. It's just heavy. How are we doing it?
I told you, big bites for big fish, bro. You don't believe me.
Yeah.
It's 24 mils.
Oh.
No.
Come on.
You know why bird shit my pillow?
Oh, don't say that.
I take him out. What's this?
Enormous.
You show time, bro.
Enormous.
One time more, no. We get it. Oh, motherfucker. Yes. No. No way.
Oh, Casper.
Amateurs.
Amateur.
We have it.
Yes! Whoa. Yes, it's big. Yeah, it's big. 50-pounder.
Look what we catch.
Yeah, this is
Oh. Who? Both.
both.
Yes, because you fish on the wheel and I fish on the wheel.
Okay, so after a massive fight, we caught a massive bled mirror, just over 50-pound. Look at the size of it. Massive old fish. This is why you come to Lake Bled. Oh, final night, so happy to have caught one. Yeah, what a way to finish off the fishing of this trip. Before enjoying the rest of the holiday.
Ciao.
Well, he's okay. To sound buzzing with that one is a bit of an understatement. Can't quite believe we caught such a big one, and I think it's going to be the only one of the night. The fish haven't been showing, been really quiet. Just had that one out of the blue, and that has literally been it. Yesterday you could hear him showing constantly. We got a lot more bites, but yeah, I don't know what's happened. Gasper doesn't really know. They've just sort of moved out or not really feeding, but either way, we caught one big one. I'm more than happy, and that is absolutely made my autumn. So even if I struggle for the rest of the autumn, which I normally do in this season, it doesn't really matter because I've caught another 50 from Bled. So buzzing, so happy, and yeah, you'll see me now back at the session in England. Yeah, what a great trip that was at Lake Bled. Great family holiday and do a bit of fishing as well. Yeah, really great trip. Slightly different change of pace now. We are back in England in the dreary winter countryside, and we've got a job of trying to catch a carp. So what I'm going for is my sort of classic winter approach, and that is a very bright pop-up, cast around to areas where I think that there could be fish with little bags attached. I'm gonna, even though we've not got loads of time, I will move the rods around a little bit just to try and locate where those fish are, because at this time of year they do tend to huddle up together. So if you do land on them, you've got a chance of getting a quick bite. So if you've not had that bite, then move the rods. So that's what we're gonna do now. Standard slip Ronnie, like I said, a bright pop-up, a little bag of pellets. Let's get a few rods out there and see if we can snare a carp. These carp, they were stocked in maybe about a year ago now, and I know that they're still very much on the pellet from those days when they were living in the fish farm. So little handfuls of pellet is definitely gonna be the way forward. I'm also gonna add in a bit of stick mix, and to that stick mix, I'm sort of using it like a carrier as opposed to actually having a stick mix. I'm gonna use it as a carrier for a bit of liquid. And this time of year, when the fish are a bit dormant, having that bit of liquid around to really kick them into action, it can really produce a bite. So add a little bit of stick mix and pour over a little bit of brine and shrimp gamrus. This is a liquid that I love this time of year. Don't know what it is. I think it's the fact that it's purely natural foods really does help turn the fish on. And by mixing that into that stick mix, it just carries it down to the bottom and then disperses nicely. There's not a lot of bait in there in the spoon, just enough for a bite, and hopefully just enough to wake any. Did you get that? So we're going to put the rod, I reckon, about there, is what I'd say. Do you reckon, Joe? That was pretty lucky, wasn't it? Right, let's get that out quite quickly. You don't need to hear me talk about bait anymore. So we hadn't seen anything show until we saw the fish show right as I was getting the rod out, on where I was getting the rod out, and then shortly after that, one showed twice out in the middle here. So I'm going to get a rod out in the middle where we saw that second group of shows. And to be honest, when I was here last time, this is what did the most bites for me. Going out in the middle, bright pop-up, little bag of pellet. I think I had like 4 or 5 fish in the end, so I'm feeling quite confident with this one, especially after we saw that fish show. Let's get it out there. I'm quite happy to move this around every hour and a half or so, like I said earlier, because I think that could be the way of just getting a rod on a group of fish that'll be up for a mouthful at some point. Right, so that's the rods out. Whilst we cross our fingers and hope for a bite, check out a little section I did with my angling partner in crime, Jacob Worth, when we went down for a little session on a river, a quick overnighter in between a bit of pike fishing, and I managed to winkle out a couple of carp.
We're here with Henry Lennon, blah, 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 blah.
Welcome to a lovely autumn's evening down by the river. I've got Jacob with me again. We're going pike fishing tomorrow, but it's a bit of a drive to get to the venue, so we're going to break it up by having a quick night on the river, see if we can catch a carp. A lot of cold water's gone in recently, so I don't think the fish will be super active, but we've got a chance of nicking one. Got here just as it's getting dark, so the light might be fading a bit. Gonna crack on, get rods out, have quite a chilled one. If we catch anything, we'll let you know.
Doing them? Just gonna flick 2 rods out on these snags?
Yeah, pretty much, pretty straightforward. It's not flowing too much, so I don't have to worry about changing my rigs too much for fish with rivers. Ronnie claws, little pop-ups, flicking around, see what happens.
Simple, job's a
few hours, beats staying at home, doesn't it?
Oh, lovely.
Smell good.
Oh, that's looking good, isn't it?
You don't get better than that, Jacob. You just don't.
What is it? A little wafter or pop-up?
Pop-up, baby.
Ooh.
Yellow citrus. We've been through this.
Just going for a little pop-up.
You've asked me already what we're using.
No, you didn't put that on the last one.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you had a little culture update on the last one.
You are joking.
My eyes are going.
You're doing this to annoy me, aren't
No,
you?
I'm being serious.
Jacob does this all the time.
I thought you had a little culture update on there, boy. That looks good.
We had a conversation where you asked me what it was.
You reckon that'll survive the crayfish, yeah?
I don't think there's many, I think. I've never had any crayfish issues.
Interesting.
Carp. Right, probably is a carp actually. Play it from the bed.
You in?
Yeah.
Play it from the bed, go on. Is it a carp?
No, I think it's going to be a chub.
Chubber.
Oh, bloody hell.
What's that, half an hour? Quick bite. Come on, the chub. It's going to be a busy night, I reckon, mate.
I think it might be. In the net. Come on. River carp.
Come on, lad. Well done. Brutal.
Yeah.
Look how cold it is, look. Frost. Ugh, it's horrible.
Well, despite the freezing temperatures last night, and I mean it was freezing, we actually managed to catch 2 carp. This one being the slightly bigger of the 2. Not massive at all, but a lot of fun from the river. Winter is definitely here as well, I've got to say that after last night. Yeah, when we woke up, everything was frozen over. So very happy with that. Gonna slip them back now and get on our way up north, because me and Jacob, we are going pike fishing.
Come on, big crops.
Right, let's get him back. Let's get on the road. We are getting on in the day a little bit now. We don't have loads of time, like I say, it's just a short day session at this time of year. Those day sessions, those daylight periods are really condensed. We've moved a few of the rods around as well to try and land on a feeding carp. If it's going to happen, it's got to be in the next hour or so. So yeah, fingers crossed we do get one. As I alluded to earlier, this is the end, unfortunately, of my vlog series with CARPology. Thank you to you guys for watching. I've really enjoyed making them and going out with Joe and filming them. So as a thank you, I'm going to offer a prize up. Now this prize is whatever you want it to be. So I want you to comment below in the comments. Let me know if you could have one thing from Nash Tackle, what would you like it to be? Let us know and I'll go around, pick one at random and send that item out to you. So yeah, the prize is absolutely anything you want it to be. So let us know what you'd like and we'll get something out to a lucky winner. As I said, we're going into that final period of the session and yeah, it was definitely going to be a tough one to get a bite today, but I'm feeling hopeful, and Martin, he did say that this is a good time to get a bite, so it could happen still. Whilst we wait for that bite, check out what can only be described as an absolute schooling from Alan Blair when we went to a show in Germany recently. We got an Airbnb right next to a lake, so we obviously got the rods out, and yeah, Alan smashed me up, I won't lie. Okay, welcome to Germany. We've got something a little bit different this time. As you can see, I'm in a log cabin. I've got a fire on the go. We're actually over here for a show, and instead of staying in a hotel, we've got an Airbnb next to a lake. So obviously we weren't going to turn that down. Myself and Alan are going to be fishing here for today and tomorrow whilst we do the show. Alan's not here yet. He's on his way from some other trip he's been on, but it looks really cool. I just had the owners sort of show me around, point a few things out. It's obviously dark now, so I can't show you too much, but I'm gonna get the rods sorted, get them out, get spots sorted before Alan gets here and nicks all the best ones, and see what happens. It looks really cool out. Normally it's a hotel job when we come over for these shows, so I'm more than happy to be in a luxury fishing cabin with a little log fire going, fishing from a warm bed with rods out on the decking in a lake that I'm told's got some pretty big carp in, so what's not to like? Standard procedure, yellow citrus, slip ronnies. This is what's been doing so well for me lately. No reason to change here. Let's go out and find some spots. So just getting a little mix knocked up as well. Large seed mix, Scopic squid pellet, some of the new citrus, sweet corn, and loads of briny shrimp gamrus. Very attractive, and hopefully there's enough food out there that these carp will recognise some of it as food. I don't think they get fished for much here, so going in with just a boardie approach could be a bit of a mistake. So there's a bit of everything in there, very attractive. So even in this cold weather, hopefully they'll find it, and then a bright one over the top. Right, let's go out into the darkness. It's out there somewhere, there's a lake, and we're going to drop 3 rigs on them, hopefully catch one. Bit of a mess, but we found some really cool stuff. There's one of the H blocks. So we're just going to drop these rods. That's the first one. Get all 3 out, found 3 different spots. Go back to the bank. Alan's just shown up, so he wants to borrow the boat. But yeah, we've got the 3 spots. Let's get fishing. Okay, there we go. 3 rods out. Not too much difficulty. I've been joined by the main man. What are you saying now?
Yeah. Nice, mate. Lovely little house.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Really cute. Really, really cute. And a big lake and no one here. And although it is cold, it's still and calm. And yeah, it's a nice.
Do you want to know something that I've just realised I've not told you yet?
What?
When I went out there, the water was 8.4.
Yeah.
But then when I came back, it was 8.7.
Okay.
So it's even warming up a little bit. Which could mean nothing.
I said to you, didn't I, when I arrived, I can see you having another, I don't want to say it, but yeah, you know what I mean, in France, where you just turned up and...
40 pounders. I hope so. So it was a very quiet night for me, nothing to report, but of course Alan rocks up and catches two. That's what I get for going early and trying to nick the best spot. Yeah, he's giving me a proper schooling, but he's caught two nice ones. I've not seen him yet, so let's get him out now. Two then, Alan. Light work.
Nah, not like work, hard work. Although you don't believe in hard work, do you? It felt like hard work last night. Yeah, I was, mate, it was just the most surreal thing. The place is surreal. I was trying to think this morning, have I ever fished anywhere like this? I've seen hundreds. You referenced it, you know. We have them like at Southend where you can get little beach huts and that, and people go down to their beach hut. But in Europe, this is really popular. A gravel pit with loads of property all the way around it. And yeah, like I say, there's hundreds, thousands of them across Europe. So yeah, we turned up here late last night. Henry's already cracked right on. Kind of looking at it like, well, there's definitely going to be carp here. Tank some rods out. And yeah, well,
You were up till late, weren't you?
bust off! Like,
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Down over there.
Tiny little rods, nowhere to put them. This is my next door neighbour, which I've had to go into their property countless times last night. A very surreal place, man. Just glad it's not August.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot busier.
Mad. Fishing is mad. And it sometimes it is just, yeah, I love it. Least expect it, freezing cold. Absolutely no intel on the venue. Normally, you know, you get a pin and that, you get a bit of information, what the stock's like. Something, you know, a few little bones, nothing. There's carp in there. And most importantly, there's an Airbnb.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this one looks like. Nice, clean one.
Sort of saying I think they're young, mate.
Yeah, he doesn't look old,
Like,
does he? I can't believe we caught, to be fair. Two.
my hands, man, freezing cold. I literally hardly been to sleep. And that's the other thing, like, it was just so exciting. Afterwards I sat there, the first one I sat there, mind blowing. The second one I was just like, I'm fully expecting another bite, to be honest. I'm going to really try and work the rods today. Look at that. Lovely carp. Come out to do the Carp Expo Wally show. Been on a bit of an adventure beforehand, but yeah, tipped up to see Henry last night. Caught a couple of bangers.
Nice work, mate. That looks alright.
Madness.
What a proper German comment, that. Nice. Yeah, that's a good 30, that one. Look at the mouth on him. Oh, sick!
Mad.
That looks so cool.
It's big, bruv.
I love the shape. They're such like a distinctive shape, German fish. Yeah.
And yeah, the bigger of the two.
Nice work, well done, mate. Right, I'm going to the show. You got to do some work here and carry on fishing.
Right. I'll see you in a little while, bruv. You leave them rods with me,
I think I will.
I'll make sure they're safe.
I think you're going to catch a few. Okay, thankfully it was quite a quick setup job. We did most of it yesterday, so it was only a couple of hours. Still got a couple of hours of daylight left. I'm gonna go back, stop fishing with Alan. I know he's had one once I've been gone that he's kept in the net for an hour or so for me to do photos. So it's looking good for a couple more bites. Gonna quickly stop and grab some food, go back to Alan, see what he's had, and fingers crossed, catch one for myself. All right, let's see what he's had. You've had one then?
What a great day. What a place. Yeah, I've had another one, mate.
Sick. Good size?
Yeah, really good.
Nice.
And not as big as I thought when I sit in the net. Mate, when it hit the surface the first time, it was like some sailfish shit, like this massive, just a single dorsal, like a single bone come up, and it looked huge, and I was like,
I bet you thought you had the 30 kilo, didn't you?
Catfish, I thought it was like some weird channel, I don't know what I thought it was, but it's really weird. You'll see, it's like that first spine of its dorsal, then there's a gap, and then it picks up again, so yeah, see that? I thought it was a bit bigger. It's probably pushing 40 pounds.
Really?
Yeah,
really, that big?
It's probably scraping that way, like 39, 40, 41, something like that.
Oh,
It's been wicked, bruv. You've started getting loads of liners.
Good.
I've seen the most epic bird stuff. I should have really filmed it. I haven't done anything, man. Just the cormorants are, I've never seen anything like it. There's about 30, 40 of them, and they've just hunted all day, just chasing this little roach maybe, or bleak or something. The coots have been active. It's been good. See a couple of shows.
Nice. Right, let's do a photo before it gets too dark.
Coffee.
Yes, good idea.
37.2.
37.2, yeah, sounds about right. Not bad for December. Wicked.
Look at this dorsal.
I see what you mean.
That's what stuck up at me, and I was like, what is that?
Oh, look at that. That is mega.
Yeah, unbelievable. This one come from much deeper water, maybe 25 foot, possibly even deeper, but in a sort of deep gully where I've located some much firmer sort of substrate. Everything was so soft. Corn, new citrus, and about half a kilo stick mix ground bait over the top. So not a lot of actual big food items, just a pang citrus pop up in amongst it. Yeah, mega hard. I've literally been on my toes all day, not been able to sit down, just thinking at any minute I'm going to catch another one of these, and I'm really confident of another bite, to be honest. Yeah, what an amazing carp.
Nice work.
Total wipeout. I love those little solar line biters. They've saved me so many times. And tonight, all three of them got tangled up together.
Ooh.
Carnage.
That's annoying, just on dark as well.
Brilliant! I was just about to start the steak. Mega one though. Keep coming.
Just dropping my last rod. Blair's just had one. Go back and do pictures with him, and then drop this final rod. That was cold, really cold. But 3 rods are out. Fortunately for Alan, he's got to redo all of his because that little company had wiped them all out for him. So yeah, I'm sitting here doing a little bit of work, warm up by the gas heater, and just pray we get a bite. 1 rod I dropped really close to a tree, rock hard, about 18 foot deep, which is perfect, just what Alan had his bites on. So I'm hoping that'll do a bite for me. Yeah, fingers crossed. I think if a shock to some of how the night went, it was that very large bream in Alan's net. Sadly, we didn't catch any carp. Yeah, a bit gutted really, especially with how many Alan had been catching. I thought it was a bit of a garran for him to at least end this little section with a fish, but yeah, nothing to report. We've got about an hour until we need to leave to go to the show, so it could happen, but I don't think it will. You kept the bream there, and I didn't realise.
Oh, look at it, mate, black.
It looked pretty tired. But yeah, nothing to report besides Alan's bream. So I'll have to catch one in the next hour or so. And And that's the end of this section. See you back at the lake where we're fishing with Joe right now. Well, just like that trip in Germany with Alan, it looks like this session is going to turn into a blank for me. The light's fading pretty quickly, as it does this time of year. Joe's going to head off home, but I'm actually going to stay and do the night because it does look good for a bite. I've seen a few more show. So yeah, I'm going to try and wait it out. And if I do catch one, you'll see it now. If I'm still pointing at you at the camera like I am now, then I've not caught one. And yeah, it's been a full-on blank, which is a bit of a disappointing way to end this series, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching my vlogs. I've really enjoyed doing them. I hope you've enjoyed watching them as well. Good luck to those who entered the competition. I'm looking forward to picking a winner out there. And hopefully I'll see you guys on this channel again sometime soon.